Hi everyone, I'm Vicky27 and I am narrating, well not narrating, but I am telling you my story called Coming Home to You. We are currently on chapter 6 called Not a Party, a Heartbreak. Sorry, I haven't really looked at this story for a long time. My very first story I wrote. So this is the second last chapter. I only wrote 7 chapters for this story. It's not finished either. So I hope you enjoy it. "Hurry up, Eve," Carolyn called from the hallway downstairs. "The guests are going to be here any minute." I sighed. "Coming, Carolyn." I pulled the blue t-shirt with sparkles over my head, then flattened it against my stomach. I went over to the mirror and observed the outfit quickly. "Well," I said to myself, "better go get this over with." I walked into the long hallway and made my way downstairs at a quick pace. Turning the corner, I saw Carolyn already at the front door. She was wearing a purple dress with a very huge smile. There was a brooch in the middle at the very top, as well as a purple piece that hung from the brooch to the bottom, from the brooch to the bottom of the dress, which went down all the way to the ground. I smiled. "You look so good." She turned around and flashed a bright smile. "You think so?" Carolyn turned around very slowly, showing off her glamorous dress. I smiled, but then it faded when Carolyn exclaimed my outfit. "That will never do!" she exclaimed. "You need something different." I groaned. I had forgotten that Carolyn was a bit of a fashion police. "James," she called, "can you please wait by the door till I come back?" James smiled. "Yes, ma'am." "Wait, just a second. James, I don't think you met Evelyn. This is James, my most trustless butler." I smiled. "It is a pleasure." He bowed. No, it's a pleasure is all mine." I turned around and followed Carolyn across the room and up the stairs. "Now," she said, walking into her room, "let's see if we can find you something appropriate." I groaned. "Carolyn!" Shh, I'm concentrating." She opened a huge wardrobe and started rummaging through the closet. She then held a blue strapless dress, which was one of the most fanciest things I had ever seen. "I'm not wearing that!" I exclaimed. "Yes, you are!" She threw the dress at me. I sighed and went into the room to put it on. A few minutes later, I walked back into the hallway and went down the flight of stairs. Carolyn was already downstairs, once again in front of the door. She turned to look at me, and a bright glow illuminated on her face. "You look so darling," she squealed. I laughed. "Yeah, so does a horse." She smiled and gave me a big hug. No, not a horse. You look better." I smiled. Suddenly the doorbell rang, and Carolyn sprinted to get it. It was Sky and Kayla. "Eve!" she exclaimed happily. I screeched, "Sky! Kayla! Oh my gosh, it's been years." She ran over and gave me the biggest hug I've ever gotten. "I can't believe you came." I chuckled. "Of course I would, silly. I told you I would." We both squealed and continued hugging each other. "Hey, what about me?" Sky huffed. I laughed and let go of Kayla and gave him a hug. "How are you doing, big boy?" I asked. Sky laughed at me and then let go while patting me on the back. "I'm good." I smiled and looked over at Kayla, which was when I noticed a swelled bump on her stomach. I inhaled. "Did you too?" Sky took Kayla's hand and smiled brightly. I screeched, "Congratulations!" Kayla smiled. "It was a few months ago, but very private. We called to invite you so many times, but you must have been away." I sighed. "Yeah, I was out of town. But totally terrific. What are you expecting?" "We don't know, but I'm hoping for a boy." I laughed. "Well, we have to go over to the couch and talk." I led the way, and Sky and Kayla followed. We sat, then started talking nonstop. A few minutes later, Karen walked in, and she was screeching just as much as Kayla did. By 6:30 p.m., everyone had come. I was so excited to see them again. But at 7:30, the doorbell rang for the last time, and in walked Forrest and Jackie. So if you don't really understand what happened between Sky and was it Kayla? Yeah, between Sky and Kayla, they had a wedding and then she got pregnant. That's basically all that happened. So hopefully that makes it more clear. We are going to be going on to chapter 7, which I believe is the last chapter. I'm going to check and I'll get back to you in the next chapter. So yeah, I hope you continue.